Good morning, friends. So it is 10 after 4. I am up with Will again. She does okay until about 3 o'clock, and then she can't stop coughing, and a nap may be in order for us today. I'm so exhausted. So I'm skipping water this morning against my better judgment. I just need some coffee. I need coffee badly. So I have my penguin mug. Coffee is done. Peppermint mocha. Spoon. Sorry, looks gross. It's just coffee. 1, 2, 3. I had a very nice subscriber ask me, I think her name was Diane. I don't remember. I will definitely look it up and put it somewhere else in this video, but she asked me about the foam that I put in my coffee. I have 2 different kinds. Let me turn on the light.
My flavor's not good for me.
Okay, so Diane, I have 2 different flavors. These are the Jordan's Skinny Syrups. I got this one as a gift. I know you can order them on Amazon or through the Skinny Syrup website. This was sent to me by Erin over at Erin's Weight Loss Journey. I think that's her channel name. I know she got it at Home Goods. You can sometimes get them at Marshall's or TJ Maxx. We don't have those stores here available to me. We have a Marshall's, but I've never been able to find it at ours. So when this is gone, I will have to order it online. But I did find this one. This is 0 points, by the way, and this is the marshmallow one. This one is Sebastiano's Barista Cafe. This is mocha flavored. And this one I got at Walmart. I got it in the coffee aisle near the things like the coffee filters and the sometimes you can find the little bottles of like the liquid creamer, the like condensed stuff. This was there. They actually have 2 or 3 different flavors. It was, I think, $3.99 or $3.49 for the bottle, but these last for a long time. It's kind of like the foam soaps. They take a long time because it turns a little bit of liquid into a lot of foam. So this one is actually really good. It's the mocha flavor, and I will probably grab some of the other flavors to try. These are 0 points, by the way, too. So 1 point for coffee so far today. I am going to lay on the couch, and I'll be back later for breakfast. Like I said, I see a nap for my son and I today. It's going to be a chill day anyways. It's Friday, so he doesn't have school, and we have no reason to go anywhere. So when my daughter takes a nap, my son and I may go lay in my bed and watch a movie or something. But I will keep you guys updated. So I'll see you at breakfast. Bye, guys. Hey again, my friends. It is 9 o'clock. I am just barely getting to breakfast. I am having a second cup of coffee, but this one only has cashew milk in it. So far I've had 1 point for coffee. I am almost done my second cup of water. So I have accomplished a few things this morning. My kids have had breakfast, and I have created a recipe and took out all the ingredients for a recipe I'm going to put in the crock pot After I eat my breakfast, I will walk you through that really quick. I'm having something different for breakfast this morning. I was a little inspired. I spent like an hour in between everything else in the black hole known as Pinterest, sorry. So I am having an apple, and then I have a tortilla here. The tortilla itself is 4 points, a little high, but I figure I spend that much on toast every morning. This is something different, and everything inside it is really low points. I have a tofu scramble. There's about 1.5 ounces of tofu there that I cooked up. I cooked a whole batch of it, not a whole container of tofu, but a whole batch, and I used 1 tablespoon of taco seasoning in all of it. So the tofu, the 1.5 ounces here is 1 point, and I will get at least 3 servings out of that, if not 4, which makes taco seasoning 0. Then I have some frozen peppers. Stop. Frozen peppers that I just... Stop. I cooked up in the same... Oh my god. Frozen peppers that I cooked up in the same pan that I cooked the tofu in. I just put a cover on them, a little salt and pepper, a little salsa, a little cilantro. So this whole big wrap is 5 points with the 1 point. I'm trying to deep breathe today. Selling a couple of kids if anybody out there wants them really cheap, at least tomorrow. So 6 points for breakfast. Apple, wrap, coffee, 6 points, leaving me with 24 for the day. I am going to make a quinoa taco. It almost looks like a chili. Was not what I had originally started looking for, but I was looking for a crock pot meal to make for today. So that is what I found. It looks a lot like a chili. It has butternut squash in it. I'm actually going to use buttercup squash because it's all I have, but I will walk you through that after I eat my breakfast. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Hi guys, so that breakfast was really good. I'm glad I made extra. I will probably eat more tomorrow for breakfast. So I've been cleaning my kitchen. It actually looks 1,000 times better than it did. This house gets messy really fast. I hope none of you ever get offended by the mess in my house. This is a living house. It is not gross or dirty by any means. It is usually just messy because I have 2 small kids and they are insane. And it is totally too cold to send them outside. We are at 9 below 0 this morning, and I think it got down to like 17 below last night, so it was cold. So the kids definitely are not going outside. We are not going anywhere today. But I wanted to show you really quick just a simple recipe that I found to put in my slow cooker today. Today's a great day to cook in the slow cooker. I'm gonna look up the website for you. I went to Pinterest and I looked up vegan slow cooker meals, and this one was one of the first ones that came up. It is called Slow Cooker Mexican Quinoa, and it looks a lot like a chili. Guys, so this is all the ingredients that we are going to need for this Mexican slow cooker quinoa. So I'm using these kind of squash. This is what my mom had. These are called delicata squashes. They taste a lot like a butternut. They're kind of a cross between a butternut and a spaghetti squash. So I'm going to cut those up and peel them and cube them. I've got some vegetable stock. The recipe calls for 2 cans of enchilada sauce. I do not have 2 cans. Okay, so I only have 1 can of enchilada sauce because this is not something I actually prepped for. But it also calls for taco seasoning, so I'm going to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. This is a liquid taco seasoning, so I'm going to use part of this, probably not all of it because it is a lot. So I have a can of enchilada sauce. I have a can of fire roasted tomatoes. In this bowl here I have I think 6 ounces. Once again, just like yesterday, I drained the beans, rinsed them. I took a bowl out for my daughter because she absolutely adores them. So there's 6 ounces of beans. Okay, so frozen corn, I can't remember how much is in there, but I will link the original recipe, and then I will write down what I actually put in mine. So in here there's just black beans and corn. And then in this, I think I already threw the box away. It just calls for quinoa. I did not have any plain quinoa. This is one of the Far East. It comes like a box, kind of like Rice-A-Roni. Has a seasoned packet, which I put in my cupboard. And this is just quinoa and brown rice. So I'm just going to use this because it's what I have on hand. So I weighed it out as 4 ounces of the brown rice and quinoa mix. This is what is the bulk of the points for this recipe. This cup here is 12 points. But if I get 6 servings, then it is 5 smart points per serving. If I get 8 servings, it is 3 points per serving. So it will just depend on what the bulk is. I'm actually going to cut both of these squashes up so it will have more squash. I think the other recipe called for like 1.5 to 2 pounds. This will probably be more like 3 pounds. So basically, I'm going to put everything in the crock pot, turn it on low, and let it cook until supper time. It is 10 o'clock. The original recipe says to cook on high for 3 to 4 hours, but if I don't put this in now, I won't get it in, so I'm just going to cook it for longer at a lower temperature. This one cooks really hot too, so I don't like to cook on high unless I have to. So I'm going to get everything in there, and I will see you guys at lunchtime. Bye! Okay guys, so here's everything in the slow cooker. I only used about 1.5 of the squash. I'm going to just put the rest of it in a bag and roast it off later this week, or maybe even today for lunch. So everything is in there. I'm going to cover it. I'm going to check it periodically because I substituted some of the ingredients. Like I only had 1 can of the enchilada sauce, but I added liquid taco sauce, and I actually didn't measure the vegetable stock just to make sure I have enough liquid. Yes, I just lost my thumbnail. Just to make sure I have enough liquid in there, I'm just going to check it periodically and add more stock if I need to. It is on low. I'm going to cook it until 3 or 4, and then I will probably just turn it down to warm and wait for supper. So I will show you this when it is cooked, and I will see you guys at lunchtime. Hello my friends, so it is lunchtime. I have a, sorry, I'm just finishing tracking my lunch. So I have a big bowl of food here again. I love these big pasta bowls. Let me move it down so I can show you. I don't know if I've ever showed this before, but this is a regular dinner bowl, like a cereal bowl or something you would put salad in or whatever. This one on the bottom is at least double the size. So these are the bowls that I make like my soup and stuff in. They're great big. I mean, it takes my whole hand to hold them. In here I have the rest of that squash that I cleaned this morning for the crock pot. All I did was 1 teaspoon of olive oil, so that is 1 point. There's salt, pepper, garlic powder on that. This here is potatoes. It is one of these Take and Shake potatoes I get at Walmart. There are 4 potatoes left in the pan. I don't think I could eat any more than what is in here, so I will save those 4. So I weighed out what is in here, and basically all I did was spray it with a little olive oil cooking spray and I put both the potatoes and the squash in my cast iron skillet. This is how much of the seasoning packet I used from here, so maybe a 1/2 teaspoon just on the potatoes. So I weighed out the potatoes and there was 86 grams of potatoes, which is 2 points. And then I have a big pile of steamed broccoli. It was just steamed in the microwave. I like to buy frozen steamable broccoli. I put salt and pepper, and then I sprinkled it with a very little sprinkle of nutritional yeast, which has a very nutty, cheesy flavor to it. So this whole bowl of food is 3 points. 2 for the potatoes, 1 for the olive oil on the squash. I made my kids English muffin pizzas. It was so... I think probably there are 2 things in this world that are meat and dairy products that tempt me like no other. The first one is bacon because, well, it's bacon. And I could literally sit and eat a whole pig's worth of bacon at any time in the day. And pepperoni. Regular, full-fat pepperoni. I love pepperoni. It was so hard not to eat any. But I didn't because I am determined to follow through and meet my goal by the end of the year. I'm finally done my coffee, and this is my 4th cup of water. So I have caught up on the water. So I'm going to eat this lunch. I had 5 points for breakfast and 3 points for lunch. I had 6 points for breakfast because of my coffee. 6 points. 7, 8, 9 points so far in my day, and it is 1 o'clock. So I would say I'm doing pretty well. The slow cooker quinoa tacos, 1 serving, if I get 8 servings out of it, is only 3 points. So I don't know what I'm going to fill in my day with. I think this is the same kind of issue. I don't know if it's an issue or not, but this is the same kind of scenario I had when I did the vegan challenge. I was only using like 15, 18 points a day. Yesterday I only used 19, or 18. I think I still had 12 points left. After I tracked everything, I thought I only had 10, but I had 12 points left when I tracked everything. I sat down this morning and because I was adding it to my planner, I only had 19 points yesterday, and I don't know what I could eat today. I mean, I could eat 2 portions of that stew, and it would still only be 6 points. So this is kind of the issue I have with doing Weight Watchers while eating this way. Not that I would want to leave or anything, but I have to be prepared in my head to know I'm not going to use even close to all of my points. Some days I will. That's the best thing about this. If I wanted to have pizza or a cheeseburger or something at supper time, I would still have enough points to do that. So I'm not that I would eat pizza or cheeseburgers every night for supper, but one night this week I had salmon, and I love salmon, but it's very point heavy because a little 3-ounce piece like this is not enough to fill me up. I like a good 6, 7, 8 ounces of fish if I'm going to eat fish, but that's a horse of a different color for a different day. I'm going to go eat my lunch, and I will see you guys in a bit. Good afternoon, guys. Sorry, it's supposed to be tipped funny. So it is about 3 o'clock, and I just turned the food in my slow cooker down. I had turned it up to high around noon. There wasn't much going on yet, so from 12 to about 2:45, I cooked it on high. I just added some more liquid. The squash isn't quite cooked, but the quinoa is pretty cooked, so I added more liquid and I turned it down to low. And it's just kind of sitting around in a big hot tub full of yumminess right now. And I'm having a cup of tea. I really feel like I should have a snack. It's 3 o'clock and I've only used 9 points today, but I'm not hungry at all. Lunch really filled me up. I still had 2 little potatoes left when I got done. I just could not eat anymore. It was so much, lots of fiber from the broccoli and the starch from the potato, and then the squash was just delicious, and it had that little bit of fat from the olive oil. It was almost a perfect dish. Like, it just, the nutritional yeast was really good on the broccoli, so I was very satisfied, and I'm not hungry at all. So even though my brain is kind of telling me, I don't know, I'm gonna have a lot of points left over tonight, I can add avocado to my quinoa, and we'll see what else I feel like at supper time. Maybe a salad, but I'm not gonna force myself to eat if I'm not hungry. So this is tea. It is decaf, which I'm not stoked about. I have probably 35 different kinds of tea, but this was the only one that sounded good. It is still, I'm not even sure. Last time I went out, it was still like 8 below zero, maybe even colder. So it's just cold. I wanted a cup of coffee. There wasn't any left. I didn't want to make a whole pot because I wouldn't drink any, and my husband doesn't like rewarmed coffee. So just a cup of tea. This is the Celestial Seasonings sweet coconut Thai, which I love. It's very good. It tastes a little spicy. Exotic spices. Let's see what's in here. Black tea, cinnamon, chicory, ginger, coconut flavors, cloves, cardamom, nutmeg, paprika, black pepper, and Chinese star anise. So it's really flavorful. I don't have anything in. I have a Pure Via packet in there, but that's it. So 0 points for a cup of tea. And this is my 5th cup of water. So I'm plugging right along today. I am at 7,300 steps. So I might need to work on my steps a little bit, but it's been really hard with a baby who just wants to snuggle. She is taking her 2nd nap of the day. So it looks like we might actually get to stay up a little late tonight. The last couple of days, she's been so sick that I've been having her nap in the mornings, like by 8:30, so that she has a time to nap before we have to go get Grayson for school. So by 6 o'clock at night, she is ready for bed, and that's why we're kind of up at 4 o'clock in the morning. So I'm hoping tonight we're going to help my mom decorate her Christmas tree, and I told them Grayson is resting on the couch right now. And I told him if they're good after we have supper, maybe we can help my mom for a while and then maybe have some popcorn and a movie and stay up a little bit late. So maybe we won't be up at 4 o'clock tomorrow morning. I hope. But 0 point cup of tea. Gonna chug this water. And I will see you guys at supper. Bye, guys. Hello, my friends. So it is dinner time. So I have 1 serving. There's definitely enough in that pot to get 8 servings out of this quinoa chili kind of stuff. So that is 3 points. There's 1 point of avocado on top, which makes this 4. And then this is kind of a hodgepodge. I used the greens and the dressing from this. And it says there's 3 servings here. Of course, I probably used more of the lettuce, but I used 1/3 of the dressing. Then it came with like a cheddar Mexican blend. I used the Parmesan from the other kit that I had from the other day, so I am having a little bit of dairy tonight. And then I used the toppings that were left from the sunflower crunch salad. This one came with tortilla shells, but I didn't want to open these while this stuff was still hadn't been eaten. So this has like a Southwest Greek yogurt jalapeno ranch on it. So I'm counting this as the full 5 points for the 1 serving of the salad. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 point lunch. 9 point dinner. It looks delicious. And I still have 12 points left. So I might have a little snack later. I might not. I'm not really sure. It's only a little after 5. My kids already ate. They were hungry. So I'm going to go eat my dinner and then I will check back in with you guys later. Bye! Hello, my friends. So it is a little after 8 o'clock and I just realized that I did not end the vlog here. So here I am. I'm exhausted. I feel like it's all catching up to me. Sometimes I can really handle being tired and sometimes I can't. That is a gray hair. See right there? I did my hair not too long ago too. Anyways, so I did not eat anything after dinner, so I had 19 points today. It is what it is. I feel really good. I think if I was not so overtired these last couple of days, I would feel even better, but this too shall pass. Willow is starting to feel a little better, I hope. She slept a lot today, which is good. She took 2 good naps and then went right to bed. No crying, no nothing. So hopefully just some good sleep. And they just barely laid down. So hopefully they'll sleep in a little bit in the morning. But I think my husband has to get up and go in and open. So I'm going to have to get up at 4 with him. But hopefully I just set the coffee pot. So that will turn on, and hopefully I don't even have to get out of bed. He can get up and get ready and head out. So maybe I'll get some sleep tonight and tomorrow. But anyways, 12 points left. I feel really good. I had a little bit of dairy tonight, but basically I had maybe a teaspoon of, maybe a teaspoon of that shredded parm and just 1 serving of that Greek dressing salad dressing stuff. So nothing too major. That quinoa was delicious. I cannot wait until lunchtime tomorrow to have some more. It was really good. Highly recommended. It would be really great for if you wanted to add ground beef to it, or ground turkey, or even pulled chicken or pork. It would be really good. I mean, it was excellent as a plant-based, meat-free dish, but you could certainly add meat to bulk it up or to make it a little more hearty, but I found it very delightful and really yummy. So definitely a great recipe. I will link the original recipe down below, and I will write in actually I could screenshot, maybe I'll add right after this a screenshot of my Weight Watcher tracker for the ingredients that I added in specifically. So yeah, that's it for tonight. I hope everybody is having a good day. It is still super cold. It's still about 6 below 0. I think it's supposed to start warming up. I know by Sunday it's supposed to be sleeting and rain and freezing rain, so that it'll have to be like 35 degrees for it to do that. So it is damn cold and I am already tired of winter. So I hate it. I hate winter. I hate winter here. But I'll see everybody tomorrow. Bye, guys. All right.